Hey, okay, so I'm doing a video review on the Yuvaderm 3-Step Acne Kit. Here are the 3 products that you get with it. I guess before I really get into it, what I'll do is I'll break this video down into, say, 4 separate videos, because the way that Yuvaderm sells this kit is you can buy either the cleanser alone, you can buy the purifying serum alone, which is called their Phase 2, or you can buy their moisturizer alone as a Phase 3, or you buy them all as a kit. So I'll just record one video and then split it up into, say, 4 different videos, one for each and then one as a whole. To kind of give you a background of myself, I am not a skincare person. I don't know jack about skincare. I'm an electrical engineer, so I don't really know anything about skincare, but I did want to do a review on this actual product. I don't know if you can see my skin, but I have a lot of acne, or acne scars, because all my acne is more or less gone. I'd say it's 99% gone. And I get a lot of acne on the back of my head, really on the back of my neck. So I really wanted to give you a little bit of information of why I have so much acne problems. So number 1 is I naturally have oily skin. There's nothing you can do about it. Some people just have oily skin. I have that problem. Number 2, I am a hockey player. This is my hockey helmet. For those of you who don't ever play sports that wear helmets, but your forehead right here touches your helmet. So you will get a lot of oily buildup during the games, and I play about 3 times a week, sometimes 4 times a week, and sometimes I'll play 2 or 3 games in a day. So you'll have a lot of oily buildup. I try to use a wipe, like a clarifying wipe after every game to try to help with the acne, because otherwise it just breaks out and there's nothing I can do. This is a big reason why I get acne. Guys, any guys that play sports know exactly what I'm talking about. You sweat, oil builds up, oil equals acne. Number 2 is these. These are corticosteroids. So I have an autoimmune disease. If you have an autoimmune disease, sometimes your doctor puts you on corticosteroids. And when you're on corticosteroids, you get a lot of, mainly prednisone, you get a lot of side effects. And, one of the side effects is you're really, really hungry all the time, which sucks. You just want to eat. No matter how much you eat, you're always hungry. Number 2, you can't sleep at night, so, you're always awake. It really stinks. But the big one for me, and I guess with regards to this whole kit here, is that you get a lot of acne. I break out like crazy. So my mom got me this kit, 3 products here, and I guess I'll kind of go through them and tell you exactly how what my opinion is on there. So their first product here is, I won't hold them all up together, is Phase 1, their cleanser, and it says oily skin treatment. The instructions are pretty simple. It says apply 1 to 2 pumps morning and night on wet face, lather, and rinse. I'm not really the best with following instructions, but that's what they say. What I do is when I have a shower, the last thing I do is I just leave this in my little shower caddy, put a pump on my hand, wash my face with it, and that's it. I'm done with that. I don't do it in the morning and the evening. That's what the instructions say. I'm sure if I did it, I get even better results. Although my results have been very, very good. I don't really necessarily follow them 100%, but that's the way I do it. Again, always follow the instructions. You shouldn't be a moron like me. Their Phase 2, which is the purifying serum, it says to apply 1 to 2 pumps AM and PM on clean skin after completing Phase 1. So the purifying serum, this is really good stuff. Again, it says to do it in the morning and in the evening. I'm a night showerer, so like I said, I use the cleanser here at night, right before I go to bed usually, and I'll put the cleanser. And then what I do is I actually mix Phase 2 and Phase 3 together, which is the moisturizer and the purifying serum, because they pretty much say the same thing. Apply 1 to 2 pumps AM and PM on clean skin, and this one says after doing Phase 1 and Phase 2. So this is basically their acne cream, their acne serum, whatever. This stuff works amazing. You can use this stuff really on its own, and it clears it up, to me, pretty much overnight. I get, like I said, I got neck acne, forehead acne like crazy, and sometimes I'll get a little bit of chest acne, but mostly it's just on the face and the neck. This stuff is amazing. The only thing is, like most acne serums or creams or whatever, your face does kind of dry out. which is kind of why the moisturizer is really good to have. I live in Atlanta, so things do get can get a little bit moist in the summer and then really dry in the winter. I guess that's everywhere. But yeah, so the purifying serum works really well. And like I said, the instruction says pretty much after you're done cleaning your face with the cleanser there, just apply this in the morning and then again in the evening. Like I said, I do it once a day, and I mix it with the moisturizer. I pump, 2 of these and 2 of these, put it in my hand, mix it all together, and then apply it all over my face. The results of these are pretty amazing. So usually within 24 hours, the acne has more or less dissipated, and within 48 hours, it's usually gone. I'll still get some acne scars. Everyone has that. There's nothing that these things can do about that. One thing is the purifying serum and the moisturizer, which I'll get to. They don't have, they're nothing SPF about them. You need a sunblock if you go out into the sun. I'm a brown person, so I don't burn as hard as like white people would, or Caucasian, whatever. But on all of these it says to use sunblock, so I'm guessing using sunblock is pretty damn important. And then, like I said, phase 3 is their moisturizer. Again, the instructions are apply 1 to 2 pumps AM and PM on clean skin after completing phase 1 to phase 2, and then it says to use sunblock. Again, I don't exactly follow these instructions. Like I said, after I have a shower, when I use the cleanser, I just mix these 2 together and I put it on, and really I find that works amazing. So these 3 together, they work phenomenal if you have oily skin. I'm sure you can buy them separately and have good results. So if you don't really like their serum, or if you don't, you have a serum or a cream that you like that you want to use, you just want to use a moisturizer. The moisturizer works great. My face is never dried out. The cleanser, if you have a moisturizer and a serum that you like, cleanser works. Really, all 3. You can't go wrong with any of these 3. Obviously they always sell it at a better value when you buy all 3 together, so you get a better deal if you buy all 3. Highly recommended, and if you have any questions, you can post them below, or if you'd like, I'll post a link to, I guess it's sold on Amazon, so I'll post a link to the Amazon page under here. And yeah, I hope that you found this helpful. Alright, thanks a lot.